Peace. Peace. How you pronounce that? Genoki Cave? Genorcave? What's up, Daniel? Peace, brother. Yeah. Yeah, I don't wanna butcher your name, so yeah, but I appreciate you. Yeah. Peace and love to you. Peace and love to everybody that's coming in, everybody that's on here with me right now. Um, hey, one Miss Love and Life. Peace to you, sister. Yeah. Chris Bowman, peace, man. Yeah, I appreciate y'all just sliding in here. You know what I'm saying? Um, Gino Red Cave. Okay. Okay. I still don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but okay. Charge it to my head and not my heart. But yeah, definitely appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you. Yeah, the last time I was on here, I was talking about male leadership. Yeah, I was talking about male leadership and how important it is for us to money astrid as sin, balance vibes, right back to you. Yes. But in the last video that I did, I was talking about the importance of male or masculine leadership. And not only that, but the type of male or masculine leadership that is the subject. Um just in coming to awakening and dealing with a lot of stuff personally from the spiritual perspective, it helps to rudely put everything in perspective. And I say rudely, not shunning it or anything like that, but I say rudely because for everything that we used to or everything that I was used to, a lot of stuff was uprooted and a lot of stuff just, you know what I'm saying, is like snatched the cover off of it or whatever and exposed it for what it was. And so I realized that, and the reason why I even get on this subject about male leadership is because with everything that's going on, especially for us men, it's been time for us to be in a position of unity and peace. Peace to you, Tia. I think that's Tia. Tiba. Yeah, Dakini, peace. Yeah, appreciate y'all for being in here with me. But yeah, I just want to talk a little while. But I was talking about leadership. But the thing that really brought all of this to the place of my attention is because the fact that of the trauma and the healing that I need to continue to work through. And I can only speak for myself, but at the same time, in this day and time, we all dealing with something. You know what I'm saying? And that's just being 100. And so I started to see patterns in my life that would always seem to start playing the same narrative or the same storyline or the same type of situations. Um, and when that occurred, when that happened, it made me look at myself more, and it made me question and ask myself, like, what's the problem? What's the issue? What's really going on? So um, that, in addition to being a parent, is what led me to understanding about male leadership. And having a divine feminine, having a goddess, being married to a goddess, loving a goddess, as well as an oracle, it it's unexplainable in some ways. You know what I'm saying? But we're soulmates, we twin flames. It causes us to really step up to the plate as far as being challenged within our relationship. And so we come to learn and come to realize that the challenges that we experience in life, in our relationships, we got to stop running from them. We run from them. But the only way that you will be able to grow and be stronger and not repeat cycles and tendencies is to stand, is to endure, is to fight through it, is to work through it. And that's the only way you'll come out on the other side or at the end in a favorable way. And so um, I talked about really being in the place of seeking my purpose, and at a point in time, I felt lost, and I felt like I was lacking. You know what I'm saying? And I come to realize as I looked into it more that this is more psychological, and so a lot of the traumas that I experienced, the childhood trauma, um, um, even as I became an adult, stuff that occurred in my life that was traumatic. And so we realized that our traumas have molded and shaped the way that we think and the way that we perceive life, and a lot of times the way we move and the decisions that we make. And so understanding that, realizing that, and knowing that, it puts us in more of the driver's seat to realize that every single thing that I do, every single moment, I need to take control, and I need to direct and manifest things in which I desire for them to go. And so a few things that stops that and blocks that for us, especially at this stage of awakening when you feel like you should be further along. I was having a conversation today with a brother, and in that conversation, we was just talking about how we were 2 years ago, what type of mindset we had, how we was moving, how we related, how we communicated 2 years ago. Fast forward to today, and the questions we had, the things that back then were the challenges that we put in place, brought us to this place to where we are right now. And it was refreshing at the same time, and encouraging, because you know and you realize that you are growing. Now, at what rate, it don't matter, but you putting in the work, you challenging yourself, and instead of now running from your challenges, you face your challenges head on. But some of the things that I realized in the process was the heavy amounts of shame that I had. The shame that I placed on myself from lies, feeling like I'm not good enough, feeling like I'm unworthy, uh, just having low confidence, low self-esteem. Um, it traps us. It arrests us, so to speak, psychologically, which affects us physically to the point to where our decisions that we choose to make are always based in an area for us to feel okay, safe, uh, liked, pleased. You know what I'm saying? It's always something outside of ourselves that which gives us gratification. And so shame. We're gonna be talking about shame a lot more, because we realize just how much weight we put on ourselves as individuals due to shame, something that we're ashamed of about ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We it's real, you know what I'm saying? And until you're faced with having to really look at yourself and get to the root of why we do the shit we do, you know what I'm saying? Um the pride and the shame will arrest us. And so one thing that I realized, one thing that I learned, to just do it regardless. When I feel ashamed about something, because one thing about shame will cause you to have fear. Yeah. Oh, that's what's up. You say you feel that? Same goes for you too? Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's real. It's real. The only in the only way that we overcome, and the only way that we really um walk in our power and in our divinity is by allowing it to come and just experiencing it. You know, it's hard because shit, you know what I'm saying? Fight or flight. You know what I'm saying? Either you're gonna fight it or you out. And due to maybe a lot of the circumstances and situations we might have experienced over our lifetime to now, sometimes flight, you perceive it as being, you know what, this is the best route I'll take. And so there we have, whether it's fight or flight. But realizing that shame is just something that you're putting on yourself, that let it go. You don't have to be ashamed about anything. I was feeling it, and then as I thought about it, like, why do I feel so much shame? Why am I placing so much self-judgment on myself to the point that I'm sabotaging myself? And a lot of times that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? We judge ourselves so critically, for what reasons and what illusions we've and what stories we've created. But that's what we do for the most part of it, in some way, form, or fashion. So realizing that we deal with a lot of shame, and shame keeps us in a place of being stagnant, and shame can also cause what we've talked about as far as being apathetic. And when you get to the place to where you're arrested, you're stagnant, and you get comfortable, then you become apathetic. And so you're not necessarily motivated to do anything or give two fucks about whatever. And so the shame, releasing the shame, whether you find some mantras to help you. I've tried mantras. I've done meditations. I've done left hand path work as well, because I'm serious about mastering myself. And for so long, I have been operating in a frequency that it just wasn't natural to me. It wasn't organic. It was all programmed due to the conditioning and the experiences that I had from childhood and on. Peace, David. What's happening? What's happening? Yeah. The King's Corner podcast. Man, yeah, brother. But yeah, dealing with that shame. Some other aspects, again, uh, that I would say that I had in helping me to find myself is realizing, going back to the masculine leadership, and I've spoken about this in the past, and we've shared on this, the ways in which is so vital for us as divine masculine to be healed, to be whole, to be sound, to be in our right places. And that takes work. But to be in our right places in order to truly unlock our divine feminine. Now, that's on the exterior as well as within yourself. Because this work that you do, the healing that you will be doing, will be in essence healing all aspects of you, your masculine and your feminine aspect. But being able to transmute it and communicate it to your partner, which the divine feminine, in order to allow the divine feminine to flow and be in her full essence, totally embodied. That's our responsibility, man. That's totally our responsibility. And so we have to work on ourselves, heal, all while holding space for one another and allowing our divine feminines to heal. And so masculine leadership and having the right type of masculine leadership is something that we gotta intentionally practice ourselves. Because as individuals, we all are learning, we're all living, and we're teaching ourselves and reteaching ourselves how to be better at whatever it is we doing, whatever frame of thought it is, whether it's business related, career related, personally, romantic, whatever it is, we desire to be better at it. And so we have to put more work and more time into it. And so just speaking on releasing shame and releasing trauma, to get, for a long time, I just, I don't, for whatever reason, may have been some form of anxiety, but I wouldn't even get on and just get on here like this right now. My mind would say, no, I ain't really got time. I got about 10 other things that I could be doing, which in essence, that's true. But then in essence, this right here is true too. And so what I'm doing right now is stepping up to the challenge, challenging myself to do something different. It's all about creating what we want to create. And so finding your purpose has everything to do with realizing your problems. And we say this, your problems, your passions push you into your purpose. Because once you identify what your problems are, when you start looking at the things that occur continually, the things that you might be diverting that's that thing that you need to give attention to and really see, how can I level up from this? And I was sharing with the brother, and I would just explain to him, I don't look at things like it's the enemy no more. Not everything, you know what I'm saying? It's a time for everything, but for generally speaking, when mishaps happen and stuff like that happen, I don't put that on a particular entity to say that's my enemy and it's working against me. No, it's an opportunity for me to ground myself more. It's an opportunity for me to work and come through making sharp, sound decisions. How you gonna handle this situation? A lot of times, that's all it is. It's training for us so we can be better, make better decisions. And so, from dealing with myself, looking at my spouse, and then looking at our children, masculine leadership is like priority one, because when I get in the place of where I'm totally enmeshed and embodied in my godhood, healed from a lot of childhood traumas, from mother wounds, past life issues. Once I am at a place to where I am no longer triggered by these things, then it becomes a whole new dynamic. Because again, these triggers are occurring to bring it to the surface in order for me to see it for what it is and learn how to work through it. Learn how to regulate my nervous system and my emotions. And doing all of this work has been so phenomenal. It's been a challenge. Like hell, it's been a challenge, but it's been so phenomenal. Like when you see yourself growing, oh man, that's some good shit. When you see yourself growing, when you see yourself being more disciplined, and I'm talking about this is all for your benefit, of course. But when you're experiencing this and you seeing these huge leaps and gains that you're making, be encouraged, celebrate that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting to the place I don't wait for nobody else to tell me I'm the shit. You know what I'm saying? And everything that I put my hand to be like gold. You know what I'm saying? I tell myself that. And then I produce it. You know what I'm saying? And then I celebrate it. I mean, I show it, but I celebrate it. And so that is reprogramming my thought process of that to one of success. And no longer shooting low, no longer minimizing myself and saying, oh, it ain't nothing. No, it's something. Yeah, it's a big deal. I'm a big deal. You a big deal. We all big deals. And we gotta have that confidence. One of the areas that help me really see how important this is, and especially for my men out here that got children, is when you look at your children. I don't know if this is when you start getting a little older and some things you start maturing, or if it's all just that awakening process that we go through. you begin to see a difference in, like, night and day, for me especially, the way that I communicate with my children, the way that I interact with my children is totally different from, let's just say, 2 years ago, because I have stopped trying to defend myself, because I'm always feeling like, and again, this is all me talking about finding myself and realizing, and just speaking from the heart, just realizing exactly what it means to persevere through, like, the toughest things, because really ain't too much gonna be tougher than you facing yourself and you facing your own demons. Ain't nothing really too much tougher than that, because you know, it's like, but most of the times we are our biggest enemies, if we want to say that. We are our own biggest enemies. And until I got to the place of where I started wanting to get to know myself and really know myself, that's when spirituality became more real, and less off the paper, and less off the paper, and less out the book. But again, to man, just lift up the 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 vibration, and just to lift up the hearts and the minds of us as melanated people. We have to love. It's a lot of hate. It's a lot of hate shit going on. But man, we have to love. Our vibration got to be a love. That's how we will receive things. Some people think that, as far as love is concerned, fuck love. But that's speaking from a traumatized state. If you say fuck love, then you saying fuck nature. You saying fuck everything that is, because it takes love for everything to this whole ecology, this existence that we in, for everything to be in harmony. So dealing with ourselves, and as I was speaking on shame, and as I was speaking about releasing shame, and as I was speaking about uh, doing some things that will help you to begin to release whatever it is that you realize blocks you from moving forward, because it's something. It may be minute, and it may only really reveal itself to you when you're doing certain things. But those little things right there that just be in the shadows, that's the thing that we have to look at, identify, and then find out why it's still in the shadows. Why is this something that can come up and cause a blow up? Why is this something that can come up and I keep running from it? And so, dealing with the shame. Shame can be toxic. If we let it remain too long, then it becomes toxic. And one of the things that really hit my heart about this all is when we allow this stuff to be in us over a period of time, it's just slow kill. We just killing ourselves slowly. And so if we don't think it's important to build our health as it relates to our minds, mental health, like that's the foundation. And so being spiritually awakened, meaning we got to go through all of this. We got to experience that spiritual emergency. But I rather experience it like this and go through it like this with all of the challenges and all the hardships and the moments that make me cry, the moments that make me want to quit, but then the moments that I say, you know what, I'm not stopping. I'm gonna keep on going. I'm gonna keep pushing because I want to see more. I want to see better. Yeah. Next time I think I'm gonna come back and speak some more as it relates to conscious parenting and really understanding conscious parenting from a wounded masculine transforming into a healed masculine. And so I just want to share my heart and share my thoughts on that whole experience and what it's like, because it may be able to somebody else. Somebody else may come along and be dealing with the exact same thing. And so I definitely want to talk about it. RBG, peace. She said, no gags. I just thought about it. When I seen the title, something I just read, the block may be trying to be whatever is called myself. It is a person, not a spirit. Myself is a role I could play, but how? Without becoming something other than myself, I can travel forward and build more self. Yeah. 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 But I definitely hope that something that I shared, something that I said, you can think on that and you can ponder on that, and it'll help you in your decision making. Um, we learn a lot. We learn a lot as it relates to getting to know who we are. And one thing that I'm learning is just giving myself space to explore, giving myself space to expand. That's all. That's what becoming consciously aware is all about. The expansion. You know what I'm saying? And so just giving place to that expansion and allowing my heart to open, you know, especially like in this time when it seems like shit it's the exact opposite of what we should be doing. You know what I'm saying? It's power in it. It's power in it. You all know it's power in it. What y'all saying in here? Kimberly Parkerson, hello, peace to you. Kenson, love you, brother. And thank you too. Rika Shy 7, most definitely big bro. Man, Ashe, thank y'all. And thank you, One Miss Love and Life too. Yeah, thank you so much. RBG, I don't know what you're talking about. Mm. But yeah, we have to continue to do those things necessary to continue to expand our consciousness. I was just meditating the other day, and had some experiences that I ended up questioning and asking about, and was able to get some answers on, like, real quick, like super quick turnaround. I was getting the answers, and I was like, oh, whoa. And so I start to realize, okay, again, to each his own, but the more and more I just give myself to what I'm doing, not trying to do it a certain way. That's one thing I'm learning about a lot of this stuff. We can only put our experiences out here. It might be totally different for you. You may approach it the same way, but your method might be different. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, for example, a lot of people in meditation, uh, when you want to go into that other state, you breathe a certain way. Some people say hold your breath. I mean, some people say count a certain number, hold it a certain number, exhale it a certain number. You know what I'm saying? It works, but is that what feels natural to you? Because doing what really feels natural to you, it works. And so, like I say, I'm beginning to release a lot of forms. I talked about that before. Releasing a lot of forms in a way, it got to be like this, thinking that it has to be a certain way. As a creator, as creatives, we do it how we want to do it. And so, yeah, I appreciate y'all again. I thank everybody for bearing and being in here with me while I just kind of like blab and be all over the place. Um, talking about myself and talking about some of the stuff that I've experienced as I've been on this uh, life path. Yeah, and so like I said, as a challenge, I am gonna be talking about more stuff. I'm gonna get on and really commit myself to getting on here more and sharing from my heart. Yeah. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Definitely. Yeah. I thank y'all for your time. Thank you for the love. Peace. What's up, Phil? You said everybody worked in their breathing a different way than others. Right. I think I have to do things a certain way. Yep. Yeah. I mean, in a lot of ways, that's what we've been conditioned. That's how we've been conditioned to move and think. But where is the uniqueness in that? If that's the case, then you know we will only have a certain way to do everything. But that's not the case. That's not the case. We can take long, deep breaths, or we can take shallow breaths. Again, what feels natural to you? For you, what feels natural to you? Because it's a certain way that you can breathe that feels more natural. You got to think about it. Some of us lean, some of us muscular, some of us might be have more pounds. You know what I'm saying? So breathing is different. You know what I'm saying? So What feels natural to you? That's the way you approach it. And so once I began to release a lot of the forms that, they say it got to be like this, or they say it got, you got to do it like this, but it works. But what works better for me is when I was doing it naturally and how it made me feel. I can feel my own body, and this feels natural. Yeah. But yeah. Again, I appreciate y'all. I'm finna get ready and shift. Um, y'all continue to encourage yourself. Continue to pick yourself up, no matter what, no matter what experiences you have. Continue to celebrate. Always be in that vibration of celebrating. You know what I'm saying? Because that is, man, that's energy attraction, and so you will be attracting that same type of energy of always winning, celebrating. And so yeah, y'all already know. Yeah, celebrate and be great. That's right. We all have to do the work, even if you feel uncertainties and doubts. That's right, Phil. Yep. Yeah. I mean, what are you doubting? What are you feeling uncertain about? Why it make you feel uncertain? Simply because you don't know the outcome? Are you doubting because you know what I'm saying? You can't control what the outcome will be? Like, there'll be them questions. Like, why am I doubting this? Oh, because I want it to go like this, but because I can't control how it go, yeah, all of the above. Because I can't control how it go, I start doubting. Yep. But y'all know what it is. Until I see y'all again, y'all know what we say. Man, your third eye has just been kissed. Peace.